Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dragon Age Origins, our next Let's Play. So, I love Dragon Age. Arguably my favourite game series. It's that or Mass Effect, and honestly, I think I would have to go Dragon Age. I've played every game, I've gotten every trophy, every achievement in every game, every DLC. I even own both World of Fadis lore books. I own a bunch of the media outside, a lot of the books, comics. I own so much of that. So arguably this is my favourite game series. And with me just finishing Veilguard, it was a brilliant time to jump into Origins Let's Play. Now I have thought about how I want to approach this Let's Play. You'll be contacting the Dragon Age servers for a while because there is no more Dragon Age server. The marketplace is down for the Xbox. But I did notice something when I was looking at my storage on my 360. A couple of years back, I got the itch to play through Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition all again, like sequentially, like chronologically. Now, back when I did that, I downloaded the DLCs for Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. And they're still there. So I still have them all downloaded onto my Xbox 360, so I have every DLC, everything. So this will be a full playthrough of Dragon Age Origins and a full playthrough of Dragon Age 2, and we will do Inquisition on the PS4, and that will be a full playthrough, and Veilguard will be on the PS4 or PS5. So, I've thought long and hard. Let me just make sure that my settings are all okay. Okay, so I have thought, so if I go to load game, I should still have my old, yep, I've got my old playthrough there, so I have DLC for Liliana, I have my old playthrough where I played through on my own, 41 hours there, then 14 hours for that's the Awakening DLC, I think. Yeah, so 40, yeah. And then Amgarak, and then, yeah. And then, I never got very far on this playthrough. But anyway, I've thought long and hard about how I want to do this playthrough. So we're going to do a headcanon playthrough. So we're basically going to do a playthrough which is every decision that I think would have been is the right choice. And we're going to jump straight in.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. May even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Honestly, that is one of the best intros ever. Like, that is just a hands down fantastic introduction to the world, to everything. It is fantastic. So I thought long and hard about what character I want to make for all my playthroughs of Dragon Age for the channel. And I've decided that since I'm going ahead, I'm going with what feels right for the game. Now, so we are going to be a woman warrior human. So we could be an elf and a dwarf. We can be male or female. I'm going to be a woman human we get +1 to strength, dex, magic and cunning. Because of that, elves get 2+ willpower and magic. And dwarves get 1 strength, 1 dex, 2 constitution, and 10% chance to resist hostile mastery. But we are going to be a human woman warrior. And we do get 4 strength, 3 dex, and 3 constitution for that. And Origins also, well, what made Origins really famous was his origin story. So depending on your race, your class, you had different backgrounds. So you can see those 6 different origins there in the background section. So because we are a human, a human warrior, we have access to the human noble one only. But there is 5 other origin stories depending on which race you are and what class you are. So that's really interesting. I will show off all of the origin stories at the end of the playthrough. So I will do little mini playthroughs of each of the origin stories. But we are going to be a woman warrior, human noble. So we are born to wealth and power, second only to royalty. We found our training in both diplomacy and battle put to the test, as your brother leads the bulk of your family's forces to the war in the south. So there is a reason why usually when I play any kind of RPG that lets you pick your race, I usually play as a dwarf. And I do like and my favourite origin story in this game is the dwarf commoner. But if I'm doing a headcanon, what feels right for this game, it feels like a human noble warrior feels right to me. It just feels right. So as much as I loved the dwarf commoner origin story and the dwarf noble, love those 2 different things. So I usually do play as a dwarf, but we are going to go as a human woman warrior today. And we are going to name our character. I've not thought about a name yet. 2 seconds. Okay, so after a little bit of deliberation, I have named the character Halisse. Now, there is a very specific reason for that, but we will go into that later.
Greetings.
And now we get to make our character, so I'm going to BRB and we will make our character. I'm not great at character creation, so I'll do what I can do, and I'll see you guys when I've done the character creation. Alright, okay, so I've gotten a character I'm happy with. This is Halisse Cousland. This is going to be my character for the playthrough. Hair tied back, kind of warrior, type no nonsense kind of character. So yeah, I'm not great at character customization, so let me know if you like or dislike. And with that, we are going on to next, which is distributing skill points. Okay, so strength measures a character's physical prowess and directly affects the damage a character deals in physical combat. Also contributes to the accuracy of melee attacks, essential for warriors and in particular if you want to wield two-handed weapons. Nearly as critical for rogues. We are going to be... I do like playing as a sword and shield as a warrior, so I do like the warrior. So we're going to be a sword and shield, same as Alistair. Dexterity is a measure of agility, reflexes and balance. Higher dexterity improves the character's chances to hit. Makes the character more likely to dodge incoming blows and contributes to the damage dealt by piercing weapons like daggers or arrows. Archery and dual weapon fighting styles demand high dexterity to master, making this attribute a favourite for rogues. Willpower represents a character's determination and mental fortitude. With high willpower, mages can cast more spells thanks to a deeper mana pool. For warriors and rogues, willpower grants more stamina for combat techniques and special attacks. Magic is the measure of a character's natural affinity for the arcane. This attribute is crucial for mages since it directly increases a character's spell power score, which determines the potency of all spells. The magic attribute also determines how effective potions, poultices, and salves are for all classes. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills, such as herbalism or combat tactics, require a quick mind to master, and an observant eye can more easily find weaknesses in enemy armour. Rogues benefit most from this statistic, as many of their class abilities and special attacks rely on subtlety or reading the target, not raw strength. Constitution represents health and resilience. Higher constitution directly increases the amount of damage a character can take before falling on the field. So I do want to go ahead and get this up to 13 cunning for a good reason, you'll see why. I do want to go... yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's do that. 17, 14, 10, 11. Actually, I might. Can I take away? Can I take away? No, I can't take away. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So let me see. I see it's 6. It's coercion. Coercion is important, I find, in this game. I really like coercion. So I might just get that up to 16 straight away so that I can go... Let's boost this, and we will get this up to 13. And we'll boost strength to 18 and then leave strength for a while. To start off with, I do want... Actually, it's 14. Yeah, so I do want coercion. That is actually, yeah, what else do we got? We've got coercion, which is your persuasion. Stealing, which lets you pilfer small items from others. Trap making, you can make traps, you can use survival, detect the presence of nearby creatures. Herbalism, poison making, combat training, and combat tactics. So we are, for my main character, we are going to go coercion. It is really useful in this game. And we are going to go... So that was skills. Now we're on to talents. Active combat talents. I do want to be a weapon and shield. So we get a couple of different areas we can spend points on. Warrior, which is some basic warrior stuff. Dual weapons, which is kind of... Like, yeah, I guess that is a warrior thing, but it's more so a rogue thing. So you can see that requires a lot of dexterity. and so does archery. Whereas weapon and shield and two-handed are more so just strength. So yeah, we are going to go weapon and shield. So we start off with Shield Bash. Shield Bash is a target dealing normal damage as well as knocking the target off its feet unless it passes a physical resistance check. Shield Mastery doubles the strength bonus for this attack. Shield Blow. Right, okay, so let's see what to get. Shield Pummel is another special attack, so it's follows up an attack with 2 hits from the shield, dealing normal damage with each attack, so it's like Flurry from Kota. If the target fails a physical resistance check, it is stunned. Shield Mastery doubles the character's strength bonus for each strike, so we do want Shield Mastery, that is very important to get. Shield Defense, well, this mode is active, so there's a difference between talents in this game. You have active talents, so you can see it underneath Shield Bash it says activated, and then if I come down here it says sustained. So activated talents are like combat tactics that you activate, so like you use a Shield Bash, your character will actually Shield Bash the enemy in combat. If I activate Shield Defense, it's more like a buff mode, it's like an actual mode. And the way it works is that it takes a portion of your stamina or mana and permanently locks that off. So, like for an upkeep, it's 35, so you'll lose 35 stamina, but this will always be active, this mode. And you can stack different modes on top of each other, but you lose more stamina as you do that. So I do think I want shield block. Fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank. Flanking is a thing in this game. This game is really tactical compared to recent Dragon Age games, such as Inquisition or Veilguard. So what does shield defense do again? I haven't played this game in a long time. It would be good to remind myself. We are going to read everything in this game, by the way. Everything. I love this series. I'm going to do everything in it. So it's going to be a long playthrough. Very long. Be ready for a wild ride. While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance that favours the shield, gaining a bonus to defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty to attack. With shield balance, the attack penalty is reduced, which is this one. With shield expertise, the defense bonus increases with shield mastery. Right, okay. So that could be useful, but I do think, yeah, you know what? I think we'll do it. We'll take shield defense, and we are going to play on normal. I usually just go casual because I more so play these games for the story. But I think we're just going to play. I'm going to play normal. And here we go. I might separate the character creation and the beginning into 2 different episodes.